Yes.
Oh god.
Yes.
You made the bird go off.
The boy. The boy.
Apologies if in some of the early episodes you hear a bit of a squeaky squawker.
It's Aaron's chair.
What the
my
fuck?
bird.
Excuse me? Get down here.
You little brat.
Did you not just see that guy?
No?
He's just up the mountain.
No, he wasn't on the mountain. He was in the air.
Ah.
What? Oh, whatever. You know what?
You know.
I'm used to people not seeing my
It's a thief. It's a
hallucinations.
thief.
Why are they making a Borderlands 3 when they
It's
haven't
still on
even
my
fixed
mind.
some of the problems with Borderlands 2?
Yeah, there are enemies that are hard and I don't like it.
Yeah. No, the hover ones.
Get out of here, you rouse.
You're just up in the air.
Did we say that
Like
in...
my proposal.
I'll continue to stay up in the air.
Yeah.
Did we explain in the... Yeah, got water on my nose.
Mr. Sniffles.
I'm not sniffling. I picked up my water bottle and I got a little drip on my little, all my little fingies. And I
You're
got,
sweating too much because I mentioned the proposal.
Woo! Oh, jeez. Yeah. Oh, God. I gotta think it over, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Maybe you shouldn't have asked me halfway through a fucking Borderlands session. God, now I lost my train of thought. Fuck you. Now I'm gonna say no. So what?
I do believe you're talking about the ROUSs.
Oh yes. Okay. I don't believe they exist. So in True Vault Hunter mode, which is basically New Game Plus, everything has a slightly altered name. And the lab rats that we've been fighting, they're called Rouse, R-O-U-S, which means rodent of unusual size, which is, of course, a reference to... Anyone? Come on.
Princess Bride.
Yeah, thank you. I was hoping we'd be...
I have never seen Princess Bride.
Oh, really?
You haven't seen The Princess Bride?
Don't give him that reaction. I hate that reaction.
No, I'm serious.
It's a classic.
Stop
I
dying,
don't,
my
I don't know
god.
if I'm thinking of the same movie, but I just know I've seen a trailer for something which I
Hello,
I
my
think
name
it's
is
the thing.
Nico Montoya.
No, I'm thinking of like the Princess Diaries or something.
Oh god,
No.
that is horrendously different.
Yeah.
that different planet.
Yeah.
Those two movies. That's Anne Hathaway, is it not?
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway.
I don't know.
And Hathaway and Hathaway.
Oh god, I love those. Like Reese with a spoon and Reese without a spoon.
Yeah.
The Princess Bride. Wait, yes. Princess Bride is it's like it's an old man reading a story to his disabled child.
Oh.
And
He's not disabled, he's just like 8.
So what is
Never
he,
thought I'd
Aaron?
say that sentence. He's not
yeah,
disabled.
what is he, Aaron?
Yeah, maybe Aaron should explain the Princess Bride.
What, you think he's an autistic? Is that what you were gonna say, huh? You were gonna call him a little autismo? Fucking insensitive prick.
So yeah, the Princess Bride is the grandpa of this kid reading him the story of the Princess Bride, and the Princess Bride is basically your classic fantasy story, but it involves the best characters of all time. So I really can't say too much more without spoiling it.
I forget who the actor's name is, but he got very famous for one line he says in the film, which he goes,
Carry on.
"Inconceivable."
I can't remember his name, but he's also the Mr. Incredible's boss.
Oh yes,
In the first
yeah, the little short man.
Mm.
That voice, it's very distinct.
Alright, now, bring out your pistols.
I got a pistol, dude. We're gonna confront the sheriff. We've been fucking up her town the whole time, and now she's pissed off at us.
Ah.
We're gonna fucking
Now,
have a show.
gotta kill just the sheriff.
Right. Just the sheriff?
Just the sheriff,
So-
because you don't want to kill the deputy.
Oh right.
So in the pre-sequel, was she less crazy than she is now? Or? Why do you have to
kill her?
mildly? So she's currently dating Handsome Jack.
Oh. So we're killing her because we want to kill Handsome Jack.
Well,
Do not shoot
this
the
is all.
deputy.
This is all. I'm not shooting the deputy. I'm almost got it. Fuck. Oh. No, Aaron gets stolen from me. Hang on.
Can you go here like at the start of the game?
No.
So you can only go here at this stage. So you can't just at the start of the game just go to this
As
location.
soon as you can get to the dust, I think you can get here.
Yeah, I reckon you can.
Yeah, just hang out with the sheriff.
No, she'll try and kill us.
No.
She was trying to kill us as well. I mean, she kind of took over this town, She's kind of a bitch, and obviously she's
So,
she's a very, very evil person. But see, here's the thing about different kinds of villains, right? You got fun villains, and then you got actual bad evil villains, right? Fun villain is like Handsome Jack. He's charismatic. He's funny. He's obviously an evil person, but he's a fun villain to be around. What's her name? Her name is Nisha. She is the opposite. She's just evil and not a fun character at all, in my opinion. Especially in the pre-sequel, because they go into her backstory and stuff, and she's just nasty. Very, very nasty. And if we play the pre-sequel, I kind of refuse to play her, just because I hate her character so much.
How did they explain how she turned out to be a bad person?
Well, the thing about the pre-sequel is no one's bad from the beginning necessarily. They're just all hired to work for Jack, and Jack. It's really the story about how Jack came into power, and now they're all just still working for him, except for Claptrap, obviously.
And someone else.
What's her name? Aurelia. And also Timothy. No one knows what happens to Timothy, though.
No, he's his body double.
Yeah, he's not the same one in Opportunity.
Isn't he?
No. That's the big thing that everyone talks about, because everyone brings that up and they're like, nope, he's a different guy. We haven't gone to Opportunity yet. In fact, we'll be going there next. Now I think about it.
How do they know he's not the same guy?
Timothy is Timothy has facial reconstruction to look like Handsome Jack, and a voice changer and everything. Like his voice gets actually changed. The guy in Opportunity is wearing a thing that holographically makes you look like him.
Oh, that's right.
And that's why we go and kill him in the first place. So we can get that. Okay, let's go to Opportunity, I reckon. That's the next thing to do.
Look for an opportunity.
Yeah, man. This is a really cool location.
I kind of want to watch the new Spider-Man movies.
Which ones?
Homecoming
Holy shit.
When the next one comes out.
Far From Home.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming is a pretty good film. It's like, the best thing about it, well, maybe not the best, but a really good thing about it, which a lot of people enjoy, is it doesn't go over the backstory again. It doesn't do the whole origin.
Just casually mentions it.
Yeah, origin story shit. So it just kind of casually mentions it, and it's a nice, fresh take on it, I'd say. What do you think, Aaron, of Spider-Man Homecoming?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was. I have the same opinion. It didn't go to the backstory. It was just this new thing, and I loved the take on the Vulture. I thought that was brilliant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And he's played by
Small child.
No, he's a man who plays bird characters all the time. He played Batman. He played Birdman.
It's Harvey Birdman.
I don't think he played Harvey Birdman. That would have been great, though.
This sounds like one of the best bits about Homecoming is kind of the way that Peter Parker is presented, and sort of the because I watched Ralph the Movie Maker's review of it. He has reeled it in, and he said there was something about that.
I meant to press C.
The Peter Parker scenes were more enjoyable than the Spider-Man scenes. And there's just something about the way that they delivered Peter Parker which made him like a really engaging character.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's probably got like the most personality he's ever had.
Yeah.
He's interesting because he's also the youngest, so he has a lot more like kid troubles and stuff, and it's very like... It's interesting how the focus is really from his perspective, and it's all like these minor issues combined, like contrasting to the huge things, right? So he's like, oh, I want to go to a party, but it's like not really my scene, and I want to show off how cool I am. This is Opportunity, by the way. This is this cool ass city.
Stacy invited me to the mall, but I've got to go beat up the Shocker.
But I saw Spider-Man 3 again. And
the worst one, apparently.
Well, what's really great about it is it's got a lot of heart, and that's what Ralph said about those movies, is that there are some of the later, like people might shit on them and say, oh yeah, these are the worst ones, but they're not bad. They're still good.
I mean,
they might have some.
People will debate that the third one is bad. The first two, everyone agrees, is like great.
Yeah.
But maybe we'll think like the second one is one of the greatest films of all time.
It kind of had a bit too much going on in Spider-Man 3 with like you got two bad guys and it's hard to work out which one of them really important. And it gets a bit silly at the end with the bad guys. But I think the whole drama between Peter and Mary Jane and Harry Osborn, that was probably some of the best bits in the movie.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about that next time on
Spider-Man 4.
Spider-Man Forthcoming.